take extra rest or go and do anything that you need to do, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, try and keep it flowing. If you're just starting out with this, you can pause this, take extra rest, and then work towards just having less and less rest as you can. So we're going to be doing 2 exercises. We're doing 30 seconds on one, 30 seconds on the other, followed by 30 seconds rest 5 times. With 2 exercises are going to be, first of all, sprints on the spot or a march on the spot, and then we're going to be going into star jumps. Either normal star jumps or, if you can, explosive jacks. So you've got options there. I'm going to keep you right with all the timings. Let's get ready. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So sprints for 30 seconds. With the sprints, you want to be bringing your knees up at the front, driving your arms. Don't just hold your arms down by the side. Make sure you're picking your knees up. Don't flick your bum at the back. So you can either do these as fast as you can on a sprint. That's what you want to be working towards. But if you're just starting out, feel free to go on to a nice high march. Less than 10 seconds. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. We're going straight into star jumps. If you're doing normal star jumps, you want to be up on your toes, doing what I'm doing, getting your hands up nice and high above your head. Slightly harder variation. You're going to be going into a narrow squat, wide, back to narrow, land soft. Nice and big, nice and explosive if you're doing the explosive jacks. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 30 seconds rest. We're going to do that 5 times. So use this 30 seconds just to fill your lungs up, little breather. The type of intervals where we're working hard for a minute and then we're resting for 30 seconds. You want to be keeping that heart rate elevated. Bit of cardio conditioning, like we said. Use the variations as you need to. Got another 4 sets of the sprints, star jumps combo. Get ready, off we go. So remember, we're trying to get the knees up high at the front and drive those shoulders. Nice big movement. Show you from the side. Don't have to stay in time with me. Working at your own pace. Use the variations as you need to. Keep it going, nearly there. 5 seconds. Straight into star jumps in 2, 1, off we go. Touching up nice and high at the top. Get those arms working as well. Tougher variation. Explosive jack. Coming down nice and low. Wind it up. And then as high and as big as you can. 10 seconds. You can mix these ups as well. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice deep breaths, fill those lungs up. Try and keep on the move. Don't sit down. Certainly don't lie down. During the breather, you want to be keeping moving as you fill the lungs up. 15 seconds and then we're going again. With both variations, the sprints and star jumps or the explosive jacks, you can vary them in that 30 seconds. I'll show you an example. We're going again in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Come on, this is set 3 of 5. Keep doing what you can. So if you're between variations, you can't do a full sprint for 30 seconds, do as long as you can on the sprint, and then you can always go to the march when you feel like you need to. So mix it up within that 30 seconds. You don't have to do the same variation all the way through if you're not quite ready. 3, 2, 1. Same with the star jumps. See if you can do as many explosive jacks as you can. Then when you're really struggling, feel like you can't do any more, instead of stopping, go to those star jumps instead. Come on, let's keep a good tempo going. Well done. 10 seconds. Keep up on the toes. 3, 2, 1. Well done. 2 to go. Just going to skip these ads. Little breather. 30 seconds rest. Should have that heart rate elevated now. Might even have a little bit of a sweat on. We've got 2 more sets of these to go. Once we've done these 2 sets, 30-second rest. We've got another format to do before you're finished. Going for sprints in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember, big movement, knees up high. Think about running along a 100-meter track, sprint as fast as you can, for as long as you can, and then you've always got that march when needed. Come on, 10 seconds, stay on it. Three, 2, 1, star jumps or explosive jacks. Same when I was saying about mixing it up within the 30 seconds. You can mix it up across the 5 sets. You might only be able to do explosive jacks for 2 or 3 sets, and then you might need to do 2 sets of star jumps. Absolutely fine. Over the weeks, over the months, progress to try and do all 5 sets at the hardest variation. 3, 2, 1, breathe out. 1 to go. Well done. Hopefully you should have some water with you from your strength section as well. If you haven't, I would always advise having water with you throughout your workout. I'm sure you do anyway. Right, 10 seconds and we're going for the last set of these. Come on, good finish on these. Dig in. This is where we're going to build some resilience. Push yourself a little bit. 3, 2, 1, let's go. See if you can even do 10 seconds on a sprint before you drop to the march. Keep yourself nice and tall, head up, chest up. Drive those knees. Don't just flick down here, not just a little jog. Get those knees up high, even if you're doing the march. Pick those knees up. 5 seconds. Going into the star jumps next in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jacks, 4 stars. If you've got any knee problems at all, don't want you doing the explosive jacks, just stick to the star jumps. You know if you can do them. Like I said, step out of that comfort zone if you can. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. Same format, 2 new exercises. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 rest, 5 times. 2 exercises are going to be plank hold. Variations either being a full plank or on your knees half plank. And then you're going to pair that with side skaters. Feet together, narrow stance squat, step across, same on the other side. I'll take you through the variations as we're going. We're going to get into it in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Plank hold. So we're going with a high plank. So you're on your palms rather than your elbows. If anybody's got any wrist problems, you can do the same thing on your forearms if need be. But if you can, try and keep yourself up in a high plank. And you've got the variation of going down to knees. Regardless of whichever variation you're doing, make sure your shoulder is directly over your wrist and you haven't got your bum pushed up in the air. Keep it nice and flat. 3, 2, 1. Coming straight up into those side skaters. So feet together, drop your bum down towards your heels, step across, same on the other side. The bigger you make the sideways movement, the harder it is. Or if you're just getting into it, and you're getting used to the movement, it's a little step across and then drop. So as you progress through the weeks, work on getting bigger side-to-side movements. The drop should be exactly the same though. Good range of movement. 3, 2, 1. Relax. First set done. Again, we're doing 5 in total, so we've got 4 more. Good work. Fill those lungs up. Going from a core exercise, a little bit of upper body, down into the lower body in the second one. Again, the aim is to keep the heart rate elevated with not too much rest. Going back down to the plank in 10 seconds. High plank if we can. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So you want to have that shoulder over your wrist. When you start bringing your shoulder back and your wrists further forwards, that's when you're going to bring your bum up to the position I'm in now. So to make sure that you're nice and flat and you're activating your core. Shoulders over wrists. nice and flat, no bums in the air, no dips. Keep it nice and tight through the core. Control it as long as you can in the full. And again, you can mix this up where you can go to knees when you need to. 3, 2, 1, up we come. Let's try and be quick between exercises, as quick as you can, getting up nice and safely, and then back to the side skaters. Remember, you don't have to stay in time with me. I'm just here to keep the timings right and to show you the different variations, how to progress it, how to make it harder as you get fitter. Because you will get fitter. The more consistently you do this, the better things will get, the harder you'll be able to work. 3, 2, 1. Good. 3 to go. Nice deep breaths, fill those lungs up and the rest. We've got 30 seconds recovery. Perfect way to finish a workout after your strength section. Remember, you don't need to record any of this stuff. Just mark it as complete and trainerise. So you can keep a guide as to what you've been doing and we can keep a guide as to what you've been doing. But in terms of rep and weight wise, you don't need to mark this for this section. 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you're doing a half plank, just bring your toes off the floor and make sure you've got most of the pressure on the fronts of your thighs. You're not sitting here on your knees with a tabletop back. You want to be leaning forwards so you're still activating your core. And then if you can, just get yourself up into a high plank for as long as you can and then go back down. And then over time, just work on extending the time in the high plank. 3, 2, 1, side skaters. Let's go, nice and low. Narrow stance, get that drop on. Little jump across if you want to make it harder. I'm going to show you some tougher variations on the plank as well, depending on where you're at with your current fitness level and core strength. It's also something to work towards as well, if you're not quite there yet. 3, 2, 1, shake those legs out. Good efforts, we've got 2 sets to go. Like I said, I'm going to show you a few progressions on the plank next. If you're not there yet, it doesn't matter. Just stick to the ones that I've showed you. Do what you need to do right now, whatever's challenging for you. Let's start making our way down, 10 seconds. If you're doing this on a hard floor, maybe suggest getting a mat or a cushion underneath your hands or knees. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So if you want to progress the plank, bring your hands narrow together so they're close together. Open your feet up a little bit wider, and then you're just going to alternate, bringing a hand to chest. You're going to do what's called a plank tap. Nice and slow and controlled. As you bring that hand up, don't rotate. Try and keep everything level to the floor. Nice and slow. Keep holding, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Side skaters. Adjust the distance that you're moving side to side to make it harder or easier. Jump across. Make it quicker. If you increase the speed, you're going to increase the intensity. Or if you need to, just slow it down a little bit. Absolutely fine. 10 seconds, keep going. Remember, at any point that you need to take extra rest on top of the 30 you're already getting between them, just pause. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nearly there. One set left. Good efforts. 1 to go. 10 seconds and we're going to get going. Come on, good techniques. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Plank hold. High plank. Low plank. Plank taps. Good position, all of them. Tighten that core up. Let's have a nice strong finish here. Nearly done. Nice and solid. Remember to keep breathing through the plank hold. Don't want to hold your breath. Less than 10 seconds. Come on, you've got it. 5. Keep holding, keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Side skaters. Let's get as many in as you can. Good finish. So once we've done this one, you're going to go straight into your cool down, which is also in Trainerise. You can mark this as complete in Trainerise and then get straight into your cool down. 10 seconds. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Shake those legs out. Keep on the move, don't stop, don't stand still. We're going to do a cool down together now actually, so that you don't have to stop immediately and sort things out and trainerize. We'll get a cool down in about 30 seconds. Good efforts, fill those lungs up. We'll gradually bring the heart rate back down. Like I say, a lovely finish on top of the strength workout you've already done. Make sure you're scheduling it, so it's strength first and then your conditioning second, always. Right, as we're having a little chat, or I'm having a chat to myself and hopefully you're listening, let's just bring the arms over backwards, nice big circles. Whilst we're doing this, let's just fill the lungs up, deep breaths, and the same forwards. Try and brush the ears with your arms. And then just bring fingertips in front, let's just rotate. Get the head moving, shoulders moving, hips moving, and just rotate that spine. Continue to fill those lungs up. And then from there, just going to bring the hands, fingers together, stretch them out in front, open up the shoulders, try and keep that back nice and straight, just push your hips back. And then just come up, hands in the small of the back, pull the elbows together, open up the chest, so a good stretch across the front of the chest there, pulling the elbows backwards. Always think, where can you just slightly progress the workout that you've done each week on week. And then just pull the heel up at the back, knees together, hips forwards. If you're struggling with balance, just put your hand on a chair, seat, whatever you've got next to you, a wall even, is fine. Push the hips forwards. Always have a think, how can you just slightly progress the workout, both the strength and the conditioning. Don't just go through the motions for weeks, months on end. You always want that progression, just as you would in the gym. And to the side. Same on the other leg. Hopefully the heart rate's starting to come back down a little bit. Good sweat on. Feeling good. Definitely better than before you started. Then we're just going to fold over, just take it down towards the toes. Once you feel a pull, just hold. No bouncing up and down. Feel that stretch down the backs of the legs, in your glutes, through the lower back. And then gradually just come up. Take a nice couple of deep breaths and we'll wrap it up there. Well done. Make sure you mark everything is complete on Trainerize.